Today, we're going to talk about why you feel you don't fit in and why you're growing apart from people. This can be an issue for a lot of introverted, extroverted people, those who can be both. When I was young, I used to really love spending time by myself and could play and entertain myself for hours at a time, unlike my older sister who couldn't spend 2 minutes alone. Although I loved alone time and never felt lonely, I was still pretty social as a kid and got along well with others, both in school and with the kids in my neighborhood. As I got older though, I began to realize that I was a little different, that my energy wasn't for everyone, and I was always an old soul, as some people would say. I knew that certain people in my class at school irritated me with their constant talking about absolutely nonsense, and I just knew I was different to most of the people around me in my small town. Back then though, I knew how to fake it to fit in, and I could do that very well, with both my family and friends at school. However, I was starting to grow tired of this, and as I got older, I knew I had to leave the area I was from. I needed to get away from those I grew up around. You know, an interesting fact is that you become like the 5 closest people you hang around with the most. And if your life is not any better and having those people around you, then you better replace them, or you're going nowhere fast. It's a good idea to try and find like-minded people on the same energy as you, to uplift you and who you can work on your goals with. If you do not have this in your life yet, then it is fine to be alone. It's so much better being alone than with those who do not work in your favor. So why don't you fit into society, and why don't you really like people? Well, you see, the universe likely has a higher plan for you. Oftentimes the reason is that your thoughts and vibrations are on another level, meaning that you are outgrowing your current friend circle, and as a result, they may feel alienated from you also. There is not too much you can really do about this, and they are unlikely to rise up to your energy level. So if they are not helping you progress in life, and/or they are on a low frequency vibration, then it's best to let them go. You have outgrown these people, and it is best to move on. You can always be polite and friendly if you see them around, especially if they live close to you, but you should no longer allow them in your inner circle. You are outgrowing people because you are going through a transformation, a spiritual enlightenment, and so you are no longer resonating with the old people you used to hang with. This will happen en masse as your eyes open to your awakening and you realize what is happening around you. This is why you may feel like you don't really like people or fit in, but really you're just going through your own journey. You have been the caterpillar, but you're done with that stage now, so it's time to cocoon and come out with your wings as a beautiful butterfly. You are going through your own metamorphosis, the Great Awakening, and not everyone is ready for this step yet. Only a few are, which is why you may feel disconnected from so many people. If you feel you need people around you while you go through this, then look for a new circle of friends that match your vibration and energy, or being alone is just fine if you prefer that. Once you start the transformation process of caterpillar to butterfly, it's hard to go back to your old life and old friends. Some people even feel alienated from their own families, so be prepared, it can be a difficult transition. This is because you start to see through the illusions of society. You notice all the fakeness in people, those people who claim to be there for you, but when you need them, they are nowhere to be found. You notice that people you thought were genuine are not. You notice that the thoughts, opinions, and beliefs of the people around you were silly, or at least don't match your new path. They talk about nonsense issues such as celebrities and the latest TV show. They are mentally trapped by the Matrix, and you know you believe in a completely different set of rules to them all, so you find it hard to even talk to people. This can make it very difficult to even have a normal conversation with someone, as you just don't want to engage in fakeness and nonsense, as you realize they are brainwashed and borderline under mind control, unable to accept new facts or even listen to an idea of a new way of thinking. These people don't even know who they are. They are wanderers, empty vessels, bots. And you want to expand your consciousness to the fullest, vibrate at the highest frequency, and get regular downloads from the universe. These people are not your tribe. Let them go. For the sake of your sanity, let them go and move on, and make space for the right people to come in. Just know that it's normal if you go through any kind of spiritual awakening, that it is likely that you yourself will distance yourself from some people, and you may also find that others distance themselves from you. If you look at it from a higher perspective, one of the biggest challenges you face when awakened is that you lose the ability to be fake, and unfortunately, that doesn't sit well with most people as it creates uncomfortable emotions in them. We like to believe that we live in the world, but really, the world is internal, and we create our own world and reality with our thoughts, our perceptions, and our beliefs and ideas. You can visually see an object, but what you make of it depends on the kind of mind conditioning you've received in the past. Now, some people will understand, but unfortunately, others will react as if a nerve has been hit. And what most people don't understand is that you cannot force an awakening. It happens on its own and when you're ready for it only. So if you're trying to wake someone up that you love, they may react violently towards it, so it's best not to. You can plant the occasional seed, but it's unlikely to do much unless they are ready themselves. Many people say that they desire to learn the truth, but they lack the courage to digest it when confronted. This is why it's just best to focus your attention on yourself and your own glow-up and awakening process. If you have a partner or close friend on a similar journey and you could share it with them, great. If not, it's okay to do it alone and be alone for this. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I hope you found some interesting points that will work for you, and if you found this helpful, please consider giving me a like, as that will really help me out, and subscribe for more content.